Good morning, everyone. It's always good news. Well, it's up to you to alchemize it to good news, what appears to be not good news. It was the author, Herman Melville, who wrote Moby Dick, who said this. He said, I don't know what it is about horrible things and catastrophes when I witness them in this world, he said, but for me, it always brings to me the thought of God. It always brings to me the need that I have for God and for truth and for the maker of this universe. You know, Eckhart Tolle talked a lot about the pain body. And the pain body is just simply the body of us that is identified with the outer catastrophes and the outer changes of this dual world. And not instead of the inner realities of us, meaning we have three bodies, one of the physical, one of the light and the energy, and then one of the causal pure joy consciousness. So it's so difficult in times like this for people to smile and to be happy and to generate that joy, which is their true nature and the nature of everything in this universe, when there's such catastrophes and killings and just, you know, it just doesn't, the mind can't even grok how we are treating each other the way that we are treating each other, human to human. So I understand that to raise your vibration, to have faith in the joy of your being and the joy of everyone's being in the light and the cosmic energy of all things and people, and then let that come in to heal with unconditional caring the physical part of you. So we get away from our pain body, operating from our pain body, and instead, hello, Hatton. Sorry for the mispronunciation, but thank you. I feel your heart and soul, and that's most important. More important than pronouncing a name, my friend. Thank you for being here this morning. But I'm just trying to get us all turning into some kind of alchemy now for these times, so that we can take the pain body and use that energy of the pain body and turn those emotions of pain and stress and worry and fear and paralysis into devotion. Using the alchemy of devotion, using a new reboot, because I don't know about you, I've always, since a young lad, has anything that went wrong in life, I always turned to God, because it just was devastating to my heart. The littlest things, my first puppy, that dog that died, it just destroyed me. And it's been that way ever since. So I'm just a sensitive, you know. And luckily for me, I have only one place to turn to when life is just way too much for me, which is every second of my existence. It's way too much, this realm, for me. I don't belong here. I don't think you do too. I think we're strangers in a strange land. We're not from around here, kids, you know. We need to go back to where we've come from. But anyway, so I just turned to into a devotional relationship with the divine, because I have to pour my heart out to someone. I have to grieve in some way, right? So I turn that all and I channel it to the divine. That's just me, but it may be a little something to consider for you too. That we take these desperate times and these horrible things on the outside, and people say, "Well, what can I do?" Oh, you can do your best to get out of your pain body by using this thing called devotion for your higher power, devotion for truth, and let that devotion then just pull all your pain. It sucks your pain. It's like getting bit by a rattlesnake of delusion, man. You gotta suck that venom out of you. And so we have to suck this venom out of our pain bodies now through this magical alchemy process of changing emotion into devotion. You know, Yogananda said this, and it never left my mind. Of course, his ideas and thoughts never leave my mind. They're embedded in my mind, but mostly embedded in my heart. But he said, the cause of all our suffering on this planet, all our suffering is emotional involvement. That when we are emotionally involved with this outer show, that is the cause of all our suffering on this planet, all right? There's a higher world, my dear. There's a greater place to have our consciousness settled in than on this pain body and this painful world and it's just like watching a movie that's horrible. that's horrible to watch, but you keep watching it because you're curious about it. We only need to be curious now about one thing, holy curiosity, and how you and I are going to make this alchemy happen like today. So I write songs like this, right? Because I'm a crazy man. Take the locomotion of emotion, change it to devotion. Emotion turned devotion is the magic potion. Hello, Michael. Thank you for coming back. You know, you can all ask yourself, what can you do in today's troubled times? What can you do as an individual? What can you do? You know, or do or be, or I'll leave it up to you to decide. But anyway, for me, it's that every morning, if there's any way I can offer some solace and offer some, you know, whatever I am to share with you, if it could help you, can bring a little relief from the grief, it could turn your attention away from a real negative to more of a positive approach to anything, that's why I'm here every morning. That's how I feel I'm contributing in today's climb and time and what's going on. Because to me, it's so catastrophic. I can't take it as a sensitive. I can't take it. All I can do is surrender and love God more than I've ever loved God before. Because I have no other recourse. I don't know about you guys. I don't know what your backup plan is, but that's my backup plan. In fact, it's not a backup plan anymore. It's my first go-to. I don't know who your first go-to is, Trish. You know, yeah, love and compassion, doll, for sure. Love and compassion, but my first go-to is as best as I can and as fast as I can. It's into my heart, to the beloved that's there. And I cry out, and I can at least transmute the pain and the suffering that I could easily slip into, really easily, and the depression. I can at least start to move that energy. Hello, George. Namaste. Remind me what quote it was you mentioned to me at Trader Joe's. The human consciousness is forever unreliable until it's anchored in the divine, man. Until it's anchored in the divine. Everybody in a relationship need to know this quote. The human, and that's all of us, the human consciousness is forever unreliable until it's anchored in the divine. I do get the rest. Miss you, friend. Oh yeah, keep striking and love. Listen, I will, buddy. Thank you. Hello, Lisa. Hello, Judy. Thank you. And Jim Gibson, thank you, man. We have a little alchemy song, you know. Let's sing it. Take the locomotion of emotion and change it to devotion. So we take the locomotion of emotion, because that emotion is energy in motion, right? So we take the locomotion of emotion and we change it to devotion. Emotion turned devotion is the magic potion. Take the locomotion of emotion, change it to devotion. Emotion turned devotion is the magic potion. This is what we do then. So jump right on this love train and you won't feel no pain. Ride in pure devotion, there is no more commotion. Jolene, I saw you got on our Gita stream last night, or our Zoom stream. And I missed you. You got on for a minute, but that was enough to send waves and waves of love to you. Thanks for being on this one. Hello, Brad. Thank you for joining us this morning. I can't tell you what an uplift it is to my heart and soul that your heart and soul would jump on here this morning. For whatever it's worth, man, but I'll tell you, you are invaluable. You are a priceless immortal, right? You are all deserving of everything wonderful. Don't settle for anything less than you deserve. You'll get less than you settle for, brother. No, you're all deserving, man. Whatever spirit is, you are, and whatever the Creator has is yours. It's by divine birthright, buddy. Claim your inheritance today, all right? It's the joy, it's the happiness, it's the love, man. I'm telling you, it's the salve. It's the unconditional caring now that all we have as humans that we can offer to each other and to our world. It's the unconditional caring. You know, this unconditional positive regard was Carl Rogers, great psychotherapist, great psychologist, and all he did was sit there and just, he used the more clinical unconditional positive regard, but basically he just sat there with unconditional caring and loving for these people while they poured their hearts out, and they poured out their pain bodies to him. All right, so we have all this pain going on too, and emotional upsets and turmoils and everything we see around us, man. It's way over the top, right? It's just reached way too over the top for me, and maybe for you. And so this is why we have this channel every morning, so we all come here to find some refuge, my friend. Not only refuge, but to find some way to install, download, receive some blessings from our immortal soul, which is already going off inside of you, and so that we can have a better day. And having a better day, we give permission for our world to have a better day, and people that we cross to know that, okay, maybe there's something, maybe I can say everything is really okay, even though I am really suffering. Whatever, right? So take the locomotion of emotion, change it to devotion. Emotion turned devotion is the magic potion. Take the locomotion of emotion, change it to devotion. Emotion turned devotion is the magic potion. So jump right on this love train, and you won't feel no pain. We're riding pure devotion, there's no more commotion. So jump right on this love train, and you won't feel no pain. Going home, not stopping at go, we're on a roll. We are going home, not stopping at go, we're on a roll. We are going home, not stopping at go, we're on a roll. One more round, take the locomotion of emotion, change it to devotion. Emotion change devotion is a magic potion. Take the locomotion of emotion, change it to devotion. Emotion turn devotion is the magic potion. So jump right on this love train, and you won't feel no pain. Riding pure devotion, there is no more commotion. So jump right on this love train, and you won't feel no pain. We're going home, not stopping at go, we're on a roll. We are going